All right, we have the new Green Mountain Peak Prime 2.0. Sully, you don't know how excited I am. This has been sitting in my garage for 4 days. We're gonna assemble this today. We're gonna show you how the assembly goes. First thing I would do is score all 4 sides. We're gonna lay the package open and unbox everything, separate it, and then we're gonna get to assembling this thing. Here's a scan for the app. The new app is amazing. That's a separate video. But scan, download that app. It'll actually, I think, work with your old grills. Alrighty, we got everything unboxed, laid out, and we are ready to start assembly. I'm just gonna say, this was packaged amazing. Like, look at this.
It came off the one corner, John. Yep, supports.
Look at all that. That's just to support this end right here. So, Green Mountain packaged this amazing just to start out with packaging. Everything is a 10mm bolt. So Sully, the tool right there you're gonna use. All right, so let's get ready for assembly here. Part of the reason we laid this cardboard out the way we did and laid the back out because we need to get the legs on this thing. So we're gonna tip it backwards onto the cardboard so we don't scratch up the back of our brand new grill. So we're gonna start with the legs. And we want this leg out front.
They're labeled. It's got a number on them.
So 2 bolts in each leg. Did I mention how sturdy this thing is? It's a good idea to have 2 people with this because this grill is absolutely heavy. We're going to tip this whole grill up and we're going to tighten them up as we go. So,
is there a certain order you should do this stuff once you get the legs on, or is it just a matter
once you
of...
get the legs on, I would put the chimney on first, then we're going to put the shelves on, and then we're going to start assembling the inside. So you got to take the 3 bolts out of the chimney because it actually goes on from the inside. And this is also where 2 people coming into play helps a lot. All right, Sully's gonna get them all started here. And there is a nice little gasket that fits in here just to keep the smoke going out the chimney and not kind of bleeding around it. All right, we're gonna tighten those up. And while Sully's doing this, I'm gonna loosen these bolts here because in the packaging, the handle actually is mounted on the inside for packaging purposes. Again, Green Mountain thought of everything here. As you take this handle off, be careful of these gaskets. There's 2 on each side. All right, so now that we get the handle off, we're gonna use a heat shield. We're gonna put it up here. Sully's got the outside. This is way easier with 2 people. And we're just gonna make sure everything is lined up here nice. And we're gonna tighten it up. So the nice thing about this heat transfer shield is this right here is what's going to keep your handle from getting hot when you're cooking. So that's kind of a pretty nice feature. All right, there's our handle on there. Next thing we're going to do is put the bottom tray on. So there's bolts sticking out already. Basically, there's notches in this thing. We're just going to slide this back in here, line up the notches, tighten these bolts in here, and then we're going to get the Green Mountain plate on the front.
Most important.
Most important for advertising purposes.
Pretty cool logo.
Next thing is we're going to get this front shelf ready. One of these over there. I'm going to need one of these over here. And a 10mm bolt. All right, so we got both of these brackets on here. You do want to tighten them up. You want to make sure that the little knob is on the inside on both of these. And especially if you're doing this yourself, it's going to be easier to get a bolt and a spacer. So the bolt on the outside, the spacer on the inside. I'm going to put the bolt in from the outside. And basically we're going to screw on the spacer here. And then we're going to tighten this down. There's your front shelf. Lays down perfect. We got all this all set up. We got just a couple more things to do. We're going to assemble the inside, get everything set up, and hopefully be done here soon. But we're going to get our shelf on first. So that actually slides right in here. And there's a couple cotter pins that go right in here. And then they bend right over to keep this thing from sliding out. You don't want that shelf sliding out on you. Secure your shelf. Slide this thing to the side. I do like how they put this on. There used to be just a little hook that holds that. So that's your drip tray. You know what this is, Sully?
Here.
Nope, that is for your rotisserie right there. We're gonna get to the inside just a second, but one thing I wanted to mention here real quick is there is a put together app, the easy instructions, the built instructions. If you wanna watch the video, If this one didn't do it for you and you want to watch something else, that's fine. Scan that. It'll actually do a step-by-step on how to build this and put it together. So let's get the inside put together. And Sully, we're doing pretty good here. All right, so the last thing we have to do here is set up the inside. We're gonna put the heat shield on. One of the nice things they did here was you'll see this little notch right here. That sits in the middle, and that's because this heat shield can slide side to side based on if you have a hot spot, you can move this heat shield side to side. Now, the thing that's gonna move it is this little guy right here. It attaches from the outside. Actually, it slides in the outside, and we're just gonna screw it in the heat shield right here. And there's a default setting on the heat shield here. The default should be about 14.5 inches from this left side to the left side of your grill here. So you can slide that in and out to disperse heat evenly one way or the other by using that attachment from the outside. Then we're going to set up our drip tray, and it sets, right side goes down in the drip edge over there, and you want to make sure the hole is on the left side or top over here. So the hole goes on the top. Then all we got left to do is put in the racks. And I do like these. These are pretty nice heavy duty racks.
Stainless steel.
And there you go. The grill is set up and ready to go. So it took us about 20, maybe 25 minutes tops. That's with 2 people. There is our brand new grill, and we are ready to rock and roll. Now, the one thing we have to do, the most important part of a brand new grill, is priming it. So check out how to prime it. Now, to prime it, we're going to have to take apart the inside so that we can see what's going on here. And of course, we're gonna have to get some pellets in. So check out our priming video. All right, now that the grill's all put together, we did put some pellets in it, but don't forget to put your Wi-Fi antenna on here. It just screws right on here. And this grill, one of the nice things about it is it does have 2 temp probes. So these just stick right in here, and then there's 2 little holes on the side. You just stick your temp probe through, and this closes right after it. So the nice thing is Green Mountain included 3 in this. That's over and above right there, because they could have just included 2, but we got a spare. So thanks, Green Mountain. That's it. That's all there is to this. Click that thumbs up, like this video. Tim, thanks for helping me put this together. And
No problem.
I know we're going to be cooking some stuff this afternoon. So first cook will be this afternoon too. So we're going to prime it, we're going to get it ready to go, and we're going to cook on it. So thanks for watching.